So, Marlene McPherson
Yes.
and Darrell Thomas.
Yes.
You are the new head writers of Days or Lives.
We are.
Now, you've been on the job since May, and unfortunately your work hasn't appeared on screen.
I know.
Yeah, we're sad about
I know.
that.
But soon,
It's coming
September
up soon.
26th. September 26th.
So what can you tell us about what fans can expect from your writing?
I think fans can expect to see the return of the former days of our lives, the old days of our lives, but with a lot of exciting twists. We want to get back to the core families, the root of the show, romance. Most importantly,
Lots of romance. Lots of romance.
And just great love stories, excitement, secrets, twists and turns.
Intrigue. Mystery.
Mystery.
Now, we don't want to see any alien stuff, and we don't expect to see that, correct?
Well, that was when we were writing for Jim, and we love Jim.
We love
He did
Jim.
so much for us. But this is our show. This is the show that we wanted to write, so it's not going to be like that. It's going to be more based in reality, more character-based, more stuff that people can relate to instead of, E.T. coming down and, eating at Denny's.
So when fans think, oh my gosh, the writers from Passions, they need to remember that they're writers and they do have their own material, and just because they came from one show to another, that doesn't mean that the same things you read wrote before.
Exactly. I mean, even today, Jim wouldn't be telling those stories. The audience changes over time. You need to adapt to what the audience wants. And, our audience is a very savvy group of people. They love these characters, and we have to stay true to the characters to keep it so the audience don't feel betrayed. We don't want to betray them or
But
treat
we don't
them
want
with
to write
less.
down to the audience,
Yeah.
The audience is very intelligent. They know these people, and they know what they like. They're very savvy, like Ryan said.
Now, we've heard nothing but wonderful things from your cast.
Oh wow, that's
Tell
good.
us-
Good, they're sucking up to us. These are smart people.
Is there anything you want to say to your cast members?
I think
We
we have
love them.
the best cast
They're
out there.
unbelievable. Such
that
great
is-
actors.
We have had such a pleasure being able to write for people who can take our words and really do something amazing.
Really make them come to life. I mean, it's like we were watching some scenes recently, and I don't want to single anybody out because they're all doing such a great job. But it was just so spot on. But then they surprised us and it took it to a level that we hadn't even imagined. And we were like, oh my gosh, this is incredible.
And that's what it's all about. I mean, that's why we come here to work. Most writers, I think, work at home. We come here because we would miss out on that if we weren't watching the monitor or being down on the stage. We get to see the magic and what they bring to our words. And it gives us great ideas.
Oh, yeah.
So now, September 26th is the debut of your
And it's also my birthday.
Woohoo!
Happy early. I always say that to people. So now, your material debuts on September 26th.
Yes.
We understand that you also had a hand in the scripts before.
We
Right.
did. That we came in, and I think it starts airing mid-August to end of August, where we rewrote about 3 weeks of shows. So it'll start. It's what we were doing was wrapping up the former storylines, and so that we could send certain characters off that were leaving in a great way, and then start to reintroduce some characters the way we'd like to bring them on.
And really set up our news
Yeah,
stories
set up
in
our
the
news
way that we
stories.
wanted them to be set up.
Now, Days or Lives has been experiencing a 45th anniversary banner year. Now, I believe Sherry Anderson wrote a couple of books. Tell the story of Jack and Jennifer and John and Marlena. Did those books help inspire you in returning those characters to the canvas?
No. It's Darrell and I both were on the show 10 years ago, and I think our knowledge of the characters from that time, and just from watching a little bit here and there, is really what inspired us. Is our knowledge of the characters.
So, September 26th, anything specific you can tell us?
Well, the event is
A huge
event.
Huge event.
And I mean, there's so many surprises. There's so many things that are gonna, make the fans smile, make them cry, hit them right here. It's just such a wonderful week.
And the Friday before that, we do a little bit of a retrospective that I think people will really want to see. And I just think it's a great reminiscing time for people to see the golden years, the best of days. We did a retrospective that Friday before, and I think that's great. And that's kind of the launch to this giant thing that happens starting on that Monday.
And it's been so wonderful working with Noel and working with Greg and working with Ken. I mean, it's just the talent here behind the scenes is just staggering. And we've been so blessed.
So that particular episode is sort of a pre-launch to your
Exactly.
new episodes.
Right.
So basically getting people to remember what the show was like
Yes.
before.
Yes.
So that when everything starts over on September 26th, they have an understanding.
Have an understanding. And we have the return of one of the characters that's coming back. That's his return, is that day.
Because that's similar to what primetime shows do.
Yes.
Yes.
We want this show to have, we always say we want to unsoap the soap, because we want to make this a little more current and contemporary. And, you know, our audience is current and contemporary, and we want to bring them, you know, we want to write to the audience.
Yeah.
And that's really what we're doing.
Now, as you're writing the show, I'm sure, like you said, you're looking at the monitors, but you've heard about soaps and how they're going down.
Yes.
And that was started at the beginning of the year.
Yes.
You took over in May.
Yes.
I believe the next day it was announced that Bob Guzza at General Hospital is no
Yeah.
longer there.
Oh, yeah.
All My Children Was Live were canceled in
Yep.
Yeah.
April, and now we're in July.
Yeah.
Again, your material hasn't started.
Okay, I'm really depressed now. Can you stop the interview because I'm going to have to go cry.
The new material for the New England Writer General Hospital started. All My Children Was Live were resurrected. Do you feel that there's a new resurgence?
I
for
do.
soaps?
I do.
mean, yeah.
I don't think they would have been brought back if someone out there didn't understand that there's a huge audience for this type of show.
The genre is not dead. If you look at the nighttime shows, they're all soaps. Basically, they're all soaps. People love the genre. We just have to bring it up to the new
Up to
decade.
date, yeah.
And we need to bring it up. No more sitting around the table talking about what you're going to do. Let's do it. Let's show the audience. Let's
Right.
do it. And that's what we want to do. That's our goal. Because
Now-
it's not dead. We love daytime,
Yeah.
and you know, these stories. We live with these people for 30 years. They're like family. And no other, you know, genre out there do you have characters this long. You know, you see people for 13 weeks, a year, and that's it. We
You
have
gotta
these
wait for
characters
another year to see.
forever, and
These people are in your homes every day.
they're family members.
Well, thank you so much, and
You're
we look
welcome.
forward to your material.
Oh, well, thank you.
you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Oh, hugs! Hug!
Oh, yeah.